Welcome everybody. We're back here live with another broadcast of U13 AA hockey. This is going to be another exhibition game between KV and, for the first time, against the Sussex Rangers. KV has been playing exhibition games non-stop. I think this might be their fifth one. They've at least played four. They played Oromocto the other day, probably Wednesday. 3-3 tie. They played Hampton last night. Good showing by Sam Fougier. He's been their leader so far, their star player by a long shot. Liam Werner has been quite active with them. Carl Augustine as well. Very noticeable. Jake James, I'd say they're leading the offense for these boys. Over here with Sussex, we've had one exhibition game up against Fredericton, the Ice Dogs. It was a 4-2 game. Again, we were very competitive. It was our first game of the year. So again, the guys to watch over here for KV are going to be the tall guys. The taller they are, the more dangerous they are in this game. Let me just get adjusted. I hope everything's working properly. I've been criticized for it being shaky, but I think it might be just at this first part where I'm not really focused on the game. I hope I'm not too shaky during the game. Nolan will be the only goalie here today. Mitchell's going to get the start and play the whole game tomorrow. Let's find a Zoom that's a little better. Sussex sporting some new jerseys this season. Again, Sussex with a little shorter bench than the KV team. We have 13 skaters. Most teams in the league have 15. We're going to have 4 defensemen. Wes Tabor, Shea Surratt, Jack Merrill, and Rhett Proctor. To give you a rundown of the teams, Sussex Rangers, Sawyer Tremblett, number 2, Cohen Butcher, number 3, Shea Surratt, number 5, Felix Travis, number 6, Parker McLaughlin, number 9, Jack Merrill, number 11, Jay Cunningham, 19, Wes Tabor, 29, Cooper Gregg, 34, Cohen Neal, 86, Ryan DeMerchant, number 4, Rhett Proctor, 97, and Emmett Tabor, 98. On the other end, we have the Hawks. Blake Arnage, number 2, Jake James, 3, Margaret Marr, 4, Andre Bork, 5, Tucker Scott, 6, Henry Pond, 7, Braden Grant, 8, Bentley Nelson, 9, Kyle Forgy, number 10, Nolan McGraw, number 11, Liam Werner, 12, PJ Dares, 14, Luke Nicole, 15, Sam Fougier, 16, Carl Augustine, number 19, Cam Delaney in net, and Andy Sims. It looks like Sims is 29 and Delaney is 30. On the benches today, I see Derek McGraw, Scott Nelson, Camille Forgy for the KV team. The boys are ready to go. Puck's about to drop. Fougier here again, big lad, wearing number 17. I have him down as number 16. They must have had a little bit of a change there. He'll be the most obvious one to watch on the team though. Puck's out to him. He's got a real good bar down shot. Just a little wide of the net there. Oh, I didn't start my clock. I apologize. We'll get that fixed up. Rhett Proctor gets the puck, turns around, tries to go the other way, refines it, crosses the blue line. Tries to carry through some bodies. He gets taken down. He's still in there though. He's able to backhand it in before falling back down. Grant with the puck. Grant coming out with it. Grant gets taken down by Proctor, still avoiding penalties. Hard pass up. Number 87, working hard. I think it's Parker McLaughlin. Parker looks like he's changed numbers. I believe he's wearing number 87 for us. That's not the number I have down for him. Wesley Tabor. Wesley just throws it down to nobody. The other team picks it up. Tucker Scott. Tucker comes in, tries to shoot through traffic, hits Felix in the shins. Little move by Jack Merrill, tries to go around Tucker Scott, but he finds it. Shot low on Nolan. Nice attempt there by number 11, which was Nolan McGraw, again, star player for them. They have several players who should have been in AAA. Honestly, Sam Fougier being the one that's standing out to me right now, but Nolan McGraw, obviously. Margaret Marr, dangerous hockey player on her own. Comes Felix. Stick lift by Margaret. Tries to take it the other way. Felix finds it. Tucker Scott there again with another stick on it. KV comes out with it. Back to Shea Surratt. Shea Surratt just throws it down in. Rep Proctor just fires it towards the middle. Goes off Bentley Nelson's foot. Back down for Sawyer Tremblett. Sawyer knocked off the puck by Tucker Scott, who seems to be everywhere. Puck shot across the front of the net. Sawyer's able to keep it in. Emmett Tabor pursuing Tucker Scott. Tucker, Emmett gets it. Sam comes in, pokes it out with the stick. Shea Surratt. Jake James was on him. Sam Fougier. Nice pass by Sam. Puck pops out. Comes back down for Kyle Forgy. Brett Proctor pokes it back down. Brett there again. Kyle Forgy in a battle. Emmett Tabor's going to pick it up. Emmett goes along the outside, cuts into the middle. He's got Jay Cunningham with him. Stops, shoots, doesn't get through the traffic. Hit Kyle Forgy in the leg. Here comes Sam Fougier. Both of them are offside. No, not called for it. Emmett Tabor. Puck up for Cohen Neal. Cohen Neal pops it out. Here comes Blake Arnott. Puck's kind of loose there, nobody getting it. Thrown up for Jay Cunningham. Picked up by Carl Augustine. Which again, I can't get over the growth spurt he's had. It's amazing to watch the U13 players versus the U15 players. The size difference. The amount these kids are going to grow in the next year, I find unbelievable. The Merchant tries to throw it into the middle. Just pack Jack. West Tabor comes over, picks it up. Wesley way up the boards. The Merchant's able to kind of sweep it out of there. I believe this is Butcher. Offside. I think that's the first whistle of the game. I'm going to let the clock tick down to 6:43 is where the game's at right now. There, our clocks are aligned. Felix on the drop against Nolan McGraw. Nolan McGraw gets kicked out. And Henry Pond is the one who ended up taking that draw. That was not offside, it was sitting on the line. Offside again. Little bump there by Parker McLaughlin. Parker gets it again. I assume this is Parker number 87 just because I haven't seen him, and I believe that to be him. I think he must have changed jerseys. Nolan McGraw. Nolan tries to get the shot off, isn't able to. Margaret Marr with it now. Tries to go back to the point. Tucker Scott was kind of pinching at the time. Looked like it was going to get past him. He did circle back and get it somehow. Keeps it in again. Tucker's having a really good game. Wesley Tabor. Nolan McGraw. Tucker Scott with it. Isn't able to get the shot off. Boudreau. I believe this is Henry Pond. Henry Pond over for Margaret. Then went over for Nolan McGraw. Nolan McGraw back to Pond. Shea Surratt tries to get it out of there. Goes back for number 9, who would have been Bentley Nelson. Jack Merrill with it now. Back to the point. Jumps over Kyle Forgey's stick. Bentley Nelson with it. Bentley back for Kyle. Gets out of the zone. Werner. Werner tries to get over for Sam. It goes past Sam. But ends up with Jake James, who puts it over for Sam. Sam almost gets a good tip on the net. It's a little wide. Play up for Sawyer. It gets into the feet of Nelson. Shea Surratt just turns, fires it. Will go down for an ice. Just barely. Trickles down for the ice. .446 remaining of the first period. It is a 1-0 hockey game. Sam, backhands. Brett Proctor. Brett Proctor trying to work his way through the feet. Everybody stops on the line. It's thrown down onto Andy Sims. First action Andy Sims has seen. Cunningham able to keep it at the line. He's getting through. He's going to have to backhand. Shoot, scores. Great hands by Jay Cunningham. Really had to go through the whole team there, which you don't really see at this level. It looked like he's going to dump it off or go for an easy backhand there a few times, but really weaves his way all the way in there. Excellent job by Jay Cunningham. Puts the Sussex team on the board for the lead. 1-0. 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining of the first period. Face-off, Ryan DeMerchant. I believe this is Braden Grant up against him. Referee playing chicken. Grant with it. Grant's going to get to the outside, shoots. Nolan gets the save, just barely on the outside of toe. Comes back out front, backhand. It's underneath this pad there. Good pressure by KV to try to answer back right away. Nolan with 2 saves. Nolan not happy with where his net is. Gonna try to get our clocks lined up. There we go. Back to Tucker Scott. Tucker shot from way out. Nolan finds it in front of him. A little bit of a rebound, but he's able to grab it quick. Nolan not happy with his net. Again, he should bring it to the referee's attention probably. DeMerchant against Grant again. Good pressure so far since the goal by KV, 3 shots. Plays it over for Andre Bork there, where I think Tucker would have been the more obvious play. Shot, Nolan save. Jack Merrill. Jack off the boards. Tied up here, Tucker Scott and Cohen Neal battling. It pops out. Bork, nice job covering his defense partner. Jack Merrill. Jack Merrill, interesting play there. Ties up Grant. He's able to get it back. Bouncing puck. Luke Nicole tries to get it out. Comes back to Jay Cunningham, who just kind of throws it down the ice. Hits the goalie, which fortunately won't go for an icing. Everybody goes for a line change. Tucker Scott. Tucker's been on the ice a lot here. Backhanded back in. Parker McLaughlin. Parker McLaughlin to the outside. Bork on him. Tries to do a centering pass. It's picked up though by Nolan McGraw. Nolan McGraw is able to move it up for Pond. Pond moves it over for Margaret. Margaret proves the point you can't make a bad pass to a good player. Backhand by Margaret. Back for Nolan McGraw. Shot. Nolan off to the side. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Parker McLaughlin. Parker just gains the zone, throws it down into the corner. Almost popped out in front of the net. Attempted wraparound. Kyle Forgey's there. Felix. This is where Felix is most dangerous around the net. Backhand around. Good job there tying up Parker McLaughlin. Comes back. Rep Proctor's back there for it. He's got a lot of pressure though. Nolan McGraw's nobody to take lightly. Throw him back in. Chase Rhett goes to get it. Rhett goes over to his position. Puck's over the line. Felix. One stride takes about 7 of his from Sam. Shot. Sawyer tries to get the puck off, just doesn't get much on it. Jay Cunningham, the goal scorer, comes down to pinch the corner. Jake James was able to move it up to Sam Fougier here. Sam now down deep in our zone. Wesley Tabor on him. Brother Emmett comes and gets it. Tries to throw it out. Hits the defenseman. Jay Cunningham gets it. He's able to get around Blake Arnott, and now he's going around Liam Werner. Gets taken down by Arnott, who comes back to his position. Sawyer with a bit of a drive-by. Nice pass up for Sam Fougier. Again, he likes to go bar down. He's got one heck of an accurate shot. PJ Dares throws it in. Gets past Rep Proctor. Sam gets another stick on it. West Tabor's going to hold him up. West Tabor has the puck now. West Tabor's got Emmett with him. Decides some more cut towards the middle. He's deciding he's just going to carry it in. Liam Werner holds him up slightly. PJ Dares gets it. Nice play there to be left for Grant by number 3, Jake James. Grant cleans the zone. Shot. Nolan takes it in the belly, jumps on it. It's the end of the first period. Sussex comes out of the first period with a 1-0 game on the solo play of Jay Cunningham. We probably could have had a little longer game here. There was a half hour of empty ice before this game started. So far, I think it's been a pretty good match. I think this is going to be a very even league. Like, there's definitely going to be favorites and stronger teams, etc. But I think everybody's going to be able to play with everybody from what I've seen. Oromocto to tie these guys 3-3. Hampton came out on losing end yesterday with 5-2, but Hampton hadn't seen any action yet, while KV had 4 or 5 games in. So I don't know if that's a good test of them. Hampton looked pretty good from what I could tell. Again, this will be Sussex's second game. The Ice Dogs are probably a little stronger. They beat KV and beat us. But I think everybody can play. I think we're going to have real games. Should be a good league. Again, I'm going to have a lot of games to cover on the next Bob Pod, if anybody tunes in for that. Also, the schedule is out. I'll do a little bit of a run over the schedule. I got it late last night. The Merchant with Sawyer and Cohen Butcher. 2, 3, 4 on the jersey numbers. Grant. Oh, I was wrong about that. Sorry, Cohen Neal's out there. Wasn't Sawyer, it was Cohen Neal. Both of them wear red gloves. Tucker Scott tries to get out of the zone, but he hits his teammate in the feet. Shot, nice save there by Andy Sims. Second try, the Merchant there gets the shot, gets tied up. Good pressure by Sussex. It's kind of a couple of misplays there by KV, to be honest with you, but good job by Sussex to try to make something out of it. The Merchant still in the draw. KV goes for a change though. Nolan McGraw out with Margaret. Margaret and Pond. Bork out there. I think it's Tucker Scott on the other side. Here comes McGraw. Good job by Cohen Butcher. Ties up Nolan. Ends up bringing him down. Pond with it. Carries it in. West Tabor. Plays over for Cohen Neal. Cohen Neal's just going to throw it in. Cohen goes for a line change. Cohen Butcher and the Merchant leave as well. Forward group change up. Henry Pond. Henry Pond gains the zone. He's got Margaret going to the front of the net. Tied up by Jack Merrill, but West Tabor gets the puck anyway. Throws it out. Cooper Gregg has it. Overskates it slightly. Henry Pond. He's doing a good job getting to the middle. Shot. Nolan with just barely a save. Nice shot by Nolan McGraw. Good save by Nolan Anderson. Puck's into the feet of the referee. Nolan McGraw's just going to throw it down low for Pond. Puck's right in front of Nolan. Just kind of slipped out there. I'm not even sure how it got there. But Nolan finds it, jumps on it. 10-17 remaining in the second period. It is a 1-0 hockey game. Sam versus Felix here on the draw. Sam wins it back. Back to the point. Forgy. Puck's loose. Nolan trying to get his position. Felix working hard to play through Sam. Comes back for Kyle Forgy. Kyle Forgy able to play it up for Werner, who just throws it in. Shea Surratt puts it up for Cooper Gregg. Cooper Gregg and Nelson. Puck comes out for Sam. Against Sam, I think, is their most dangerous player. Shea Surratt almost tipped it there, but he tipped it wide. Felix Travis. Felix Travis throws it out of the zone. They regroup. Here comes Kyle Forgy. Defenseman pinching. Felix takes him down hard. Shea Surratt. Shea throws it in, hits Cooper in the arm. Cooper just pokes it in a little further, goes for a line change. Felix is staying in there. Shea Surratt tries to hold the line, he's able to. Shea Surratt and Felix in there battling Jake James. Jake James tries to come out with it. Jake Cunningham has it, but he's seen that Sawyer was offside. He waits for him. Shoots. Nice shot. Good save by Andy Sims. Sawyer. Brett Proctor was back and fell down, but he put him in the right spot. Now it's him versus Jake James. Jake James is fast. Shot. Goal by Jake James. Good job there, beating everybody, including the goalie. Jake James on the board. ties the hockey game up, 1-1. 8 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the second period, and we have a tie hockey game. Again, Jake James, Sam, Liam, and Carl, I think, have been leading on the score sheets in these exhibition games. Backhand in. Blake, Arnott, Sawyer, Tremblett, the two number twos. Oh, pops out for Jay. Here comes Carl Augustine. Again, I remember him as a small kid. Look at him go, backhand. Hit the post, not a goal. So I think somebody could argue that was the inside of the post. Referee was in a good position for it. Excellent play by Carl. As close to a goal as you could possibly get. No, not much of an argument from anybody. Again, exhibition game. I think if this was a more serious moment, people would have argued the difference. It's hard to change the call on the ice, mind you. Grant with it. Puck comes back in. Brett Proctor down again. Grant and Shea Surratt. Shea Surratt trying to ride him out here. DeMerchant gets it back for Surratt. Cohen Butcher able to chip it off the boards and down deep. Tucker Scott with it. Off the boards, up for Luke Nicole. Cohen Butcher kind of loses his feet. Puck just keeps advancing down into our zone. Carl Augustine again. Scary player for this team. Felix finds it, gets it out of the zone, throw him back in. Brett Proctor picks it up. Him and Shea Surratt, a little bit of a miscommunication there, almost collide. Ends up in the feet of Rhett. Rhett's just going to throw it towards the middle. Cohen-Neal. Cohen-Neal just throws it in again. Pretty much every time Cohen's got it so far, he's just dumped it and went for a line change. Guess poor timing of him getting the puck. I know he's a confident kid. He's on Nolan's spring team this spring. Nice save by Nolan off the far pad. Here comes Nolan McGraw. Centering pass. A lot of sticks in the air there. Felix. Here comes Felix. Changes directions. Looking for a pass. It's picked off. Cooper does find it. Cooper mishandles it and ends up with Henry Pond. Henry Pond over to Nolan McGraw. Scott Margaret with him. Over for Margaret. A little poke there. Margaret falls down. Jack Merrill on her. Shot. Good job by Wesley just getting it out of there. Some players try to put it back into the goalie, which I think is awful. Sam. Jake James tried to go around the boards. Jack Merrill with it now. Jack's crossing center. He's got Cooper Gregg with him going towards the net. Goes for the pass to Cooper Gregg. Cooper gets the puck, gets the shot on Andy Sims. Andy Sims with the save. Here comes Jake James, the goal scorer for the KV team. He's got Liam Berner with him. Jake goes for a really high backhand, way over everything. They're able to hold the zone. Jake with the shot, Nolan with the save. Jack's just going to throw it down. Going to be a face-off back in our zone, same as cover. 3:34 remaining of the second period, and it is a tie hockey game, 1-1. Sussex versus the KV Hawks and the Q-Plex. This is an exhibition game. The season gets underway for Sussex on the 25th, and it'll be a game against Oromocto. Goalie change for the KV team. Cam Delaney now in. Blake Arnott gets up for Grant. Grant is able to get around Surrett. He's got an option there out front. He doesn't get to him. Jay Cunningham. Jay looking way up for Sawyer. Misses his stick. Sawyer gets it. Regroups. Got a lot of red shirts on him. Good job by Sawyer. Still has the puck. Nice job by Sawyer. Is able to get it out front. Fortunately, nobody there, and great job by Cam Delaney. Tracks the puck and jumps on it. 3:58 remaining of the second period, 1-1 hockey game. On the draw, we have Ryan DeMerchant. With him, we have Cohen Neal and Cohen Butcher. On the other side, Nolan McGraw. Boudreau to his left. McGraw gets kicked out again. This is at least the second time he's been kicked out of the draw. Henry Pond. Bork back to Tucker Scott. Tucker regroups, looking for Pond. Moves it up for Pond. Nolan McGraw. Nolan McGraw's got wheels for days. He's back here. He's only got Jack to stop. Jack lays her out. Great job by Jack to try to break that up. It still did end up with Margaret Marr. She didn't have too much space to operate there. She was right into Nolan. Nolan was able to kind of keep it off to the side. Comes back, Margaret against Wesley. Again, Margaret is one of the hardest workers you're going to find in this level of hockey. Jack up for DeMerchant. DeMerchant a little behind Butcher. It's going to be picked up by Andre Bork. Bork changes direction. A little bit of a tussle with Cohen Butcher. Shot around the boards. Jack Merrill. Cohen Butcher. Jack Merrill able to keep it in. Jack throws it towards the net. Butcher, he's a good playmaker. Decides to bring it off the side of the net. I think he was trying to hit maybe the goalie's skate and put it in that way. Just a tricky little shot. Again, I think Cohen's usually a pass-first player from what I've seen of him in the past. This will be only the second game I've really got to watch him with Nolan. Tucker Scott in there with Nolan McGraw, who's almost offside, but I guess he was safe. Cohen Butcher shovels it backwards, gets it out of the zone. Boudreau just throws it back in. West Tabor taking a look around. Jack Merrill's going to pick it up. Shot by Jack way far wide of everybody. Does not go down for an ice though. Everybody's able to do a line change. Bork with it. Tries to throw it up for James, but he missed the puck. Gets it up to James. Jake James. Jake James tries to move her for Fougier, but cut off by Felix. But Fougier's got it now. He's going the other way. Fougier, again, loves going bar down. Centering pass. Kyle Forgy keeps it up for Liam Werner. Liam Werner tries to go to the middle, but picked off by Felix. Felix tries to get it out, but Sam Fougier picks it up. Sam's weaving his way through the crowd. Shot off the post and into the top netting. He loves shooting at that post. We still have a 1-1 hockey game with 1 minute 33 seconds remaining. Felix up against Sam. Sam with it. Brett Proctor trying to tie him up. Brett's got it now. He shovels it over. Felix is going to get there. Kyle Forgy's there to give him pressure. Brett Proctor kind of came and took it off his stick. Liam Werner. Liam tries to psych him out. Backhand over the net. Proctor comes back for Nelson. Nelson throws it in. Rep Proctor back the other way. This is Cooper Gregg. Cooper Gregg gets to the middle for Parker McLaughlin. Parker McLaughlin drops it off for Rep Proctor, who's pinching. Just no look pass out for Shea Surratt. Shea shoots. Nice save by Delaney. Felix has it. Sam Fougier right on him. Puck's just bouncing around out front. Here comes the Hawks the other way. This is Liam Berner. He's got Carl Augustine with him. Carl, very good player. Tries to get that pass over. It does get it over. Nolan's right there for it. Shot again. Somehow gets the shot from behind the red line. Goes up over Nolan and around whatever things it was able to hit. Was able to get to the inside of the post. 15 seconds remaining of the first period. And we have a 2-1 hockey game for the Hawks. Again, once again, it pays to throw things at the net. You never know what might happen. Grant's out there. Everybody knows how serious I take face-offs. This referee also a very serious face-off man. Some bodies are falling. It's going to be the first penalty of the game, and it's going to be against Jack Merrill, who is one of our most important defensemen. So we are going into the third period, and it will be a power play for KV. It is a 2-1 hockey game with them scoring with 15 seconds remaining of the second period. So they go into the third period with a 1-goal lead. Again, this is the first penalty of the game. A very important penalty killer for us. Okay, power play coming up here. Again, KV I think is looking pretty strong this year. We'll see if they not level off, but again, the one big advantage they have to everybody else is Derek McGraw's been doing an excellent job getting them on the ice. So they've seen a lot of ice so far. This is only our third time together, maybe our fourth time together as a team. We've had 1 or 2 practices, and this is our second game. Carl going for a skate, goes back for PJ Dares. High shot, goes off Wesley, a little wide. Carl Augustine. West Tabor. Jay Cunningham. Good job there by, I believe, Emmett Tabor. Just to continue it on, again, we are penalty killing. Emmett with shorthanded chance. Circles around, just throws it on net. Good job by Cam Delaney. Puts it into the corner. No rebounds. Arnott. Luke Nicole into his feet. Sawyer throws it in. It's going to go into our zone. West Tabor picks it up. Wesley tries to throw it out. He does get it out. Looked like he was setting up PJ Dares there pretty good. Emmett Tabor uses his speed, gets down into their zone, just throws a centering pass. Again, we're still penalty killing. 44 seconds remaining of that. Shea Surratt with it. Ooh, juggles it a little bit. Shea Surratt gets it, just throws it back. They're offside if they do come. Augustine tries to throw it in. Shea Surratt picks it up. Shea Surratt's just going to throw it down into feet. And we are going to be called for too many men, but I don't really think we had too many men. It will be a 5-on-3 for 26 seconds. I don't think we had too many guys on the ice, so he did hit the guy doing the change, but I thought the other guy was off. I could be completely wrong. Emmett Tabor. Jack Merrill and Emmett Tabor in the box. Probably our two most important players. So it is a 5-on-3 for 26 seconds. It's just kind of a disappointing outcome there. Again, our Shea, I think, put it up the boards right into our line change. Comes back for Tucker Scott. 5-on-3. We're trying to set something up here. Bork up for McGraw. Proctor puts it back for Bork. Bork's going to look over for Tucker Scott. Goes over for Tucker Scott. Tucker Scott with it. He's going to go back to Bork. Cut off and put it over the line. 1 second. We got 5-on-4. Jack Merrill's out, who again is probably our strongest defenseman. Him or Rhett Proctor. Offside. I would say our physically most dominating ones. So we still have a 5-on-4 here, Emmett in the box. Again, we've gotten into a little bit of penalty problems. So far, it hasn't hurt us, but we do need some of this time to get a goal of our own. So far, the only goal we've got was a individual effort by Jay Cunningham. Noel McGraw. Nice backhand pass for Pond. Pond. Able to get it down the length. 1 minute remaining of the kill. Delaney. Delaney plays it out for Tucker Scott. We just worked on that in our practice. I get terrified when the goalie puts a puck in front of a net. Margaret Maher a step off. Sam Fougier. Jake James. Liam Werner. DeMerchant, Cooper Gregg, Jack Merrill, Wes Tabor. Cooper Gregg able to get it down. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson up for Samuel. Fougier. Fougier gains the zone. Werner to the front of the net. Back to the point. Forgy. Forgy shoots. Nice redirection by Liam Werner. Excellent shot, great hand-eye. Power play goal by Liam Werner. Really pulled that out of the air. Great play, and again a power play goal. And that gives the KV Hawks a 2-goal lead. It is now 3-1 with 8 minutes and 48 seconds remaining of the third period. We have Felix up against Sam Fougier. Way up. Sam. Sam, nice pass attempt there for Liam. Parker McLaughlin's going to go off the board, try to get around Kyle Forgy. It works out. Cam Delaney not playing around with it, just jumps on it. Defense change up. Parker McLaughlin tries to let it go, but isn't really able to, but it goes perfectly through the feet to Felix. Felix puts it on net, but Cam's got it well covered. Not a lot on it. Sam Fougier. Sam gets around Wesley. Shot, goal. That is what Sam has been doing all preseason. That exact shot. It's deadly, it's quick, and it's always in that exact same spot. Been waiting to see it all game, and that has given them a 3-goal lead by Sam Fougier. Ryan DeMerchant up against Grant. Grant. Butcher with it. Butcher puts it off the boards. Little stick lift there by Blake. Blake gets it back. Blake's going back the other way. Tries to get through Shea Surratt. Shea Surratt plays it back up for Butcher. Butcher has gained the zone and he's going in, but he's got nobody with him. DeMerchant trailing. Cooper Gregg there now. Goes for a backhand wide of everybody. It's going to go out of the zone. Picked up by Rhett Proctor, almost trips. Regroups, gets it, throws it in for Carl Arnott. Or Carl. Shot save. Carl Augustine, I'm sorry. Noel McGraw up against Emmett Tabor. .7:16 remaining of the game. 4-1 hockey game for KV. Backhand over for Cunningham. Cunningham's our goal scorer of this game. Margaret Marr. Good job by Emmett. Dangerous play there. Puck kind of left for the KV team. Nolan lays it out. Margaret tries to make another thing happen. Proctor with it. Proctor brought down by Tucker Scott. Andre Bork plays it over Pond. Centering pass. Rhett throws it out of there. Margaret with it. Margaret backhand. Noel McGraw. Shea Surratt. Pond. Pond with it now. Gets out for Sawyer. Sawyer Tremblett throws it right in front of our net. Noel McGraw throws it back across for Pond. Another centering pass in front of the net. Sawyer with it now. Sawyer's just going to try to throw it and go for a shift. O'Neill. Here comes Sam Fougier. Nice centering pass. Nolan gets a piece of it, almost went wide. Puck comes out over the line. Parker McLaughlin. Kind of a mess here. Sam gets it up for Jake James. Jake beats his man. Shoots wide of the net. Jake James with it again. Felix Travis battling with Jake James. We're just going to throw it down for an ice. No ice. Went off of the KV player. Chipped up, Felix gets a stick on it. Here comes Jake James. He's gonna go the outside around Shea Surratt, shoots. Nolan gets it, jumps on it, hungry hippo style. And it's still a 4-1 hockey game with 4:38 remaining of the third and final period. Grant is on the drop against Ryan DeMerchant. Carl Augustine, shot from his knees. Again, we're just icing the puck. We're not really trying to make anything of any of this. Luke Nicole gets it. Luke up for Grant. Carl Augustine. Augustine just working his way to the front. It looked ugly, but he kind of did it to himself. Puck comes out. Here comes Rep Proctor. Rep Proctor throws it in. Hits a stick of Grant. Carl Augustine and Proctor just battling. Augustine just throws him down over his own stick. Kyle Forgy picks it up. Grant. Way over. Luke Nichols able to put it in. Rep Proctor fires it hard around the boards. Henry Pond. Brett with a body check. He didn't get a lot of it. It was just kind of pointless for a no-hitting league. So we're going to give them a power play. Not really ideal. What? We're here for shots. 3:03 remaining. It is a 4-1 hockey game. Power play for 2 minutes of the next 3 minutes and 3 seconds, unless they score on us, which I hope they don't. And we're able to put it out. Blake. Blake goes back. He's looking for PJ Dares. PJ picks it up. PJ plays it up for Pond, but it's picked up by Jay Cunningham. Returns and fires. He ends up hitting number 14 there, PJ. Blake. Pond. Noel McGraw came to help him out, but I think he actually held it up. He tried to shoot it up the boards, hits the gloves of one of his teammates. .226 remaining of the game. Power play on the board. Emmett Tabor up against Noel McGraw. We have one defenseman. Oh, Jack's up on the play, but Jack's the defenseman. Throws it in, hits McGraw. Tucker Scott. Tucker plays it back for his teammate here. Off to the side by Bork. Back for Scott. Scott's going to move it around on the line. Good job there by Emmett's able to get it out. O'Neill just shovels it in again. Margaret Marr. Pond. Tucker's trying to play over his point for Bork, but I think they're on their actual opposite sides right now. It's a little bit of miscommunication. Pond able to keep it in. Noel McGraw still in the zone. Emmett, just 11 seconds remaining of the penalty. Not able to get it out. Bork is able to get to Werner. Whoa, Jack Merrill takes an obvious penalty. Cross check. Clock's still running. So that penalty dies, but we take another one. Both penalties well deserved. They're both definitely penalties. Body check by Rhett and a cross check by Jack. Again, two of our, well, the two main penalty killers for our team as well. They do have a power play goal in this game. So we're going to have to be a little smarter with penalties. Especially where I think we're going to have to work pretty hard for goals. We certainly don't need to disadvantage ourselves. Kyle Forgy. Puck comes out. Shot. Butcher. Just going to throw it down the ice. Again, we're just in survival mode. We've been in survival mode this whole period, though. Sam Fougier. Good job there by Cohen Butcher. Seems like he'd be a decent defenseman. Good job getting up for Felix. Offside, I believe. 7 seconds remaining of the game. Gonna take that last shot. Nolan's gonna block her off to the side. And that's that. If I had to choose a player of the game, which I like to do, I might go a little off the script here and give it to Tucker Scott, to be honest with you. I thought he was the most noticeable player in the game. So Cam Delaney comes into the game. He gets a shutout for this back half. He came in with about 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining of the second period. Survives the whole third period. Again, I'd say Sussex kind of went into a shell there a little bit earlier than they should have. We got a few guys that got to get a little bit more confident. When they get the puck, they seem to be getting rid of it real fast and throwing it down the ice. But again, that's what preseason's for. That's what exhibition's for. We'll figure out a couple things. And we'll see you next time. Our next game is tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the Sussex Arena. And we are playing Kent Sud Flames. All right, thanks for everybody tuning in.